What up, guys? This is Goober Studes, and welcome to another episode of Homeless to Billionaire series. Now, most of you have been following me because of the initial start of that challenge where I quit everything and decided I'm just going to earn my own gains. And I haven't posted in a long time because the past 6 months, which is crazy to say that it's been that long, went by so fast, but also so long, is I've been in the lab working on several projects. And what I realized is that why I stopped posting these updates was because I was hurting myself and potentially doxing myself with these kind of updates because I couldn't be as transparent as I wanted to, which defeats the whole point of the series. But I couldn't be transparent without it falling back on me in a negative way. So I had to put it on pause because while this was a challenge, it was my real life. And I started treating the challenge like real life because at some point I had forgot that this was a challenge and that I could always go and get a job if I needed to. I was at some point just freaking like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm like, wait a minute, there is a backup option. You just chose not to take it. And I still choose not to take it. But my point is, the challenge was making it hard for me. The series was making it hard for me to actually make money, which defeats the whole purpose because I'm like, hey, I still gotta eat. So I'm gonna stop posting if it's gonna actually hurt my income because this is still real life. And I'm gonna just, post an update when it's over because, like I said, the transparency wasn't working. Because I couldn't be as transparent, and the challenge in itself was affecting the income. So I had to put it on pause, actually go make money, and stop with the updates. Now I know this doesn't make sense, but maybe you'll understand it as I keep explaining through this video. Second point was I was getting a lot of cheap dopamine from these little hits of these series. Look at this Palm Groove, pretty amazing. And what I mean by that is this started as for myself as an archive, and then it later became this weird validation seeking of cheap dopamine hits by wanting to I was fetishizing the idea of posting a screenshot of $1,000 or the income coming in and posting it online, be like, yeah, I made it, right? And while that can be motivating, it started becoming this weird fetish that ironically was making me approach work in the wrong way. And by approaching work in the wrong way, I was hurting my income and I was just failing in general. And what I realized is that to live your best life, it starts right now, okay? Because you can do all the right things and not get the result. You can do all the wrong things and still get the result. So the external result, since it's not in your control, then all you have is really the joy of actually just taking action. And it's not about eliminating the work, but choosing what you want to work on, when you want to work on it, and putting 1% incremental improvements on your craft and on yourself, and expanding your mind and your body, and trying to understand life and creation and the meaning of it by engaging with creation and then with the act of creating. I think humans are creators. We're built to be creators. And that's where your real best life happens. It's internally. It's by engaging in action and realizing you're not in control of the external results. So it's really deepening of the joy of the act of action, like being broke as hell and still coming to these beautiful places that's like just a 10-minute walk from my house. Why not? And just feel good for no reason. So, and the moment I started thinking that this is the challenge where I become good at business, not the challenge where I become rich, that's when I started actually getting results, because now I was approaching it for the right reasons. And as soon as I got some results, so you can see I got $15,000 in the past 6 months, which is not a lot if you count as $2,000 a month. Didn't even get to keep most of that money. Half of that was money I get to keep. The other half was just sales that I broke even on, and there was no profit there. I just sold a bunch of products at break even, but it allowed me to increase retention, okay? Which is a story for another day. But point is, just the 15,000 wasn't all one paycheck. I only got 50% of that, and I've been living under $1,000 a day. So basically, I'm back to zero. And the point of this was to, one, I wanted to update some of the subscribers here who came because of that series, and some of you are genuinely interested. So this is the update, and this might be the last video I share about this series for the reasons that I've just explained, because in a mindset way it was hurting my actions. So I had to detach from that, tell myself I'm never going to share the result even if I make millions of dollars, and I'm just going to focus on being good at business, and that this is going to be the challenge where I get really good at high pressure, high pain tolerance, feeling good without any reason, and living the best life ever, irregardless of the external circumstance. And then I started to taste the fruit of my action. So this was kind of a conclusion of, and what's interesting is I didn't even know this, only as I'm recording I realized it's been 1 year since I've engaged in this journey. It was May 15 last year. Well, now it's the May 20th, but basically it's been a year that I've been living this, and I'm still continuing to live this despite still being at zero. It's crazy that I've just made it this far, and if there's anything you should take, it is this last lesson in this video, that I managed to make it with having only 6 months of of oxygen, and I made it a year. So you know, that's pretty cool. And now we're gonna still keep going. I'm not giving up yet. Just telling you that I might not do any of these episodes anymore for the following reasons, and that is it. I'm gonna end it on this note. This is Goober Dude. Stay frosty, folks. Don't give up on your dreams, and feel good without a reason, and live your best life ever starting right now. Peace.